Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I want to share with you another brilliant chess miniature which was played by the legend, by the 8th world chess champion Mikhail Tal. The name of his opponent is unknown and the game was played in 1973 during a chess simul. But before starting our game, make sure that you are subscribed in order not to miss my future uploads. In this game, Tal had white pieces and he opened up with e4. Black responded with c5, Sicilian defense, knight f3, d6, d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, knight f6, knight c3, and a6. Black goes for Najdorf variation, against which Tal is choosing the main line, which starts with bishop g5, e6, f4. In here, Black has a wide range of options to proceed with the game. Black can either play queen b6, or knight d7, or bishop e7, or queen c7, or h6, or b5. In our game, b5 was played. Black is advancing on the queen side, is preparing the fianchetto of the queen side bishop, but I have to tell you that this is not the most popular line, but from time to time, this can be seen even at the highest level. Here's Tal played e5 and intensified the pin. D takes e5, f takes e5, and queen c7. Unlike h6, queen c7 is considered to be the most effective way of breaking up the pin. The idea is that now if e takes f6, then queen e5 check is coming and Black is winning back the lost piece. But in our game after queen c7, instead of going for e takes f6, Tal played queen e2. He's protecting his pawn and is preparing an immediate castling queen side. All Black could do was to move away his knight, and we have it castling queen side, with which Tal is setting up a very nasty trap. Right now, of course, you can't win this pawn on e5, because after the exchange of queens on e5, White has this devastating knight takes b5 move with two mating threats. If f6, this time knight c7 is winning. Or after castling queenside, if knight takes e5, then anyways, knight takes b5 is winning on the spot. Let's go back. That's why in our game after castling queenside, we have bishop b7. Now comes queen g4. Tal is targeting the pawn on e6. And queen takes e5. Finally, Black is winning the pawn on e5, but this leads to very sharp positions, which requires a very accurate defense by Black. Instead, queen b6 is more solid. This is a move which Lev Polugaevsky loved to play. By the way, I have to tell you that after queen g4, if you play a move like knight takes e5, then in this case, knight takes e6 can be very unpleasant. Black is facing serious problems. If queen b6, this time bishop b5 check is coming, and this is just a massacre, guys. You can't even accept the queen sacrifice because of this. Let's capture on g7, or knight c7 is also winning. This is a beautiful way of winning the game, right, guys? Let's go back, but in our game after queen g4, we have queen takes e5. Here comes bishop d3. Tal is developing his last piece, is connecting the rooks, and now we'll play rook e1. And it was in here that Black made a mistake and played knight f6, which is losing on the spot. Instead, it was better to play h6. If bishop h4, then bishop e7. It's important first to play h6 and then bishop e7 in order later to keep the opportunity of announcing a check from g5. But though I have to tell you that after the exchange of bishops on e7, White can go for a knight sacrifice or even can play knight f3 check, and in this case White is actually managing to get a very dangerous attack. Still, Black needs to play accurately, otherwise can find himself in trouble. But in our game after bishop d3, we have knight f6. Here comes bishop takes f6, and after queen takes f6, we have rook e1. Tal is intensifying the pressure on e6. h5 by Black, and as we have reached the critical position, please pause the video and try to find the winning move for White. Ready? Right now, as you can see, the queen on g4 is hanging, but instead of touching his queen, Tal went for a queen sacrifice and captured on e6. The idea is that now if h takes g4, then This time bishop takes b5 check is coming. White is opening up the d file as well. And black king is getting checkmated, guys. How do you like this awesome checkmate? Or after bishop takes b5 check, if king e7, then simply knight takes f8, and now you are forced to give away your queen, but black's position is totally lost. This is going to be a quick victory. Let's go back. In our game after knight takes e6, we have bishop e7. But anyways, we have this bishop takes b5 check. A takes b5, knight c7 check, and black resigned. By the way, I have to tell you that instead of playing knight c7 check, going for immediate rook d8 check is also allowing white to checkmate black king in 3 moves. A beautiful checkmate, right? But in our game, after a takes b5, we have knight c7 check, which is also winning. Now if king f8, then rook d8 check is coming. White is also sacrificing his rook and then is announcing a checkmate. But let's go back. Instead of choosing checkmate in 2, let's sacrifice our queen. This is something which I love very much. Instead of going for rook d8, let's go for queen c8 check. How do you like this epic queen sacrifice, guys? If bishop takes c8, then only now let's go for rook d8 check. And then announce a checkmate. This is more impressive, right, guys? How do you like this beauty? Well, thanks for watching, dear chess lovers. I hope that you enjoyed this chess miniature. And in the end, let's also solve a chess puzzle. Please take a look at this position and try to answer. What if black plays queen takes e5? Can you find a winning move for white if black plays queen takes e5? I will wait for your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Here are more suggestions for you. Feel free to check them out as well. I will see you in my next video. Take care.